it's raining. So many metal detectors here in America. Every time we go to a different public building, every time we go to a public building, we go through one of these. Airport security, wherever we go. How you doing, man? Right, nice to meet you.
We have to break the building, man. Open the investigation. Assistant Chief, introduce you all. Certainly an honor to have everybody here. And this is, as Warren said, a spirited group. Our crime rate, that is the number of crimes, total crimes per population, per capita, is about the same as it was in 1969. So we have experienced some especially good crime reduction over these years.
For some reason, there has been a monopoly on the police must be white, right? So hashtag Blue Lives Matter must be representative of white people, right? The hashtag Black Lives Matter is representative of black people. And so yes, there were some community members that were, after the July 7th, they were extremely upset. And many community activists, I have great friends that are community activists here in the city, and so we talk regularly. And they were upset because it seemed like we, the police, were appropriating that, right? And that there were billboards that came up around the city and blue and yellow ribbons that you saw on trees, but we don't have a PR marketing department, right? Let's be real about that. Those are community members and police supporters that came out of the woodworks across this city. So the week of July 7th, Mr. Philando Castile and Alton Sterling both lost their life, right? When July 7th, and it was a sad week for me already. When July 7th hit, there was a real feeling that day negated all of the police and officer-involved shootings that happened, right? But it wasn't a DPD narrative, right? The media went ballistic. Because it continues to fuel the lack of relationship building and keeps us divided. It keeps us conquered and divided in reality, right? And again, I do get extremely passionate about this conversation, but community members came out in force supporting Blue Lives. It would have also been beautiful to see community members come out in force for Black Lives.
Right.
Yes.
So that was the Dallas Police Department. Really good meeting. I think we're heading off for lunch now. We're all starving. Really, really great meeting though. I learned a lot. It's good to discuss issues really openly with the police in the department here. You know, there's so many big issues and I don't think we covered as many as we probably should have, but we don't have the time. Simple as that. We are here at the market in Dallas. There's lots of really awesome shops here, lots of great places to eat. I've bought some jerk chicken to eat for lunch. I also got myself the second hat of the day. Look at that. What are you saying? I love that. Just waiting on my jerk chicken and then we're gonna eat some lunch with the guys. Pretty cool though, right? I like that brand. Texas. I also bought some postcards to send home. Another Texas logo. The Texas flag is beautiful, I must admit.
This is a takeover from @JohnLoughton coming at you. We are here in Dallas, Texas. We just met the police department this morning. Shaun has decided, in a moment of weakness, to go to the bathroom. So I'm staging a takeover. I don't do these vlogs, but I'm better than you, Shaun. We look like each other, but you know this is true. You're going to watch this. You don't even know what's coming here. So audience, check me out, @JohnLoughton. Get involved. Bye. Want a quick tour? There's a tour. Tour done. Bye. P.S. I have a massive secret to tell you about Shaun, right? Basically, there was this one time, we were all standing, and then he walked in.
I'm in the hotel at the moment. I have just come back from a couple of meetings I want to talk a little bit more about. This morning we went to see the ATF. The ATF is the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco and Firearms. It's a bit like the CIA, but they are a very specialist branch that only deal with those things. It was really quite cool to meet those guys. They were all really high serving agents that we met, and they took us into their headquarters. They told us a lot of amazing stories about the missions they have had to deal with, including one where they infiltrated basically a cult here near Dallas, and this cult had bunkered themselves up in a compound and had a lot of guns, and a lot of people died that day. Now in that meeting, ATF agents, they brought out some really massive guns. They just wanted to show us some of the weapons that they are used to dealing with. So naturally I wanted to pick them up and see what they look like, see what they felt like. I think the thing for us Brits in the room, we automatically got a fright because we were not expecting to see these massive guns. And it just goes to show you the cultural differences between the UK and America, because I think all Americans in the room, for them it was just a normal thing to see these big massive guns, but the rest of us all got shook up a little bit. It was really interesting meeting the people behind law enforcement here in Dallas.